Okay, we are up and running now with here. So we are going to talk about conditional orders and what OCO is. Okay, so conditional orders is just what the name implies, that the order will be filled given a certain condition. Let's keep it simple and just do, a straight call buy or straight put buy. We'll just do something that's in SPY or something like that. All right, so then let's go out to, I got all these. July 19th, regular July. So, or let's actually do something that we had up. Let me get something that has been fairly recent. Get a signal that actually came out of this room. All right, so for example, let's do an entry here. Let's use the example from yesterday, the CGC Iron Condor. And actually, let's not do an Iron Condor, but it's going to complicate things. Let's do all right, here's one from my room. Get this AMD call spread entry. Okay, so entry signal is going to look a little bit different than Scott's, but it's the exact same sort of, we use the exact same sort of thing. So we had an AMD call spread entry. An entry signal had been generated. Same thing, buy opening this 33 call, sell opening the 35 call for a debit of 50 cents or less. Fred, I don't understand what you're saying. This is about options. So this signal is not GTC, which means good till cancel. And it's a day order only, and it's valid with AMD trading $31 or higher. That's your condition. You can pay 50 cents or less if we are trading $31 even or higher. Thank you, fellas. I don't mean to be curt, Fred, but I think you got to calm down a little bit. This is about options. 31 or higher, and then it says, this is something else that I had put in there. So, so two conditions need to be met. If we're trading below 31, this doesn't work. This is no good. If we're trading 31.01 and you get filled, it's a valid fill. If you're trading $30.90, it's not a good fill. It's not valid because we're below this. So one way that you can do this is you can tell the platform, and this is going to change from platform to platform, but you know that we concentrate on ThinkOrSwim in here. Not that you can't use use whatever you want. Okay, but let's put AMD in here. Okay, so this is for regular July, and now, of course, with the news that came out on AMD, that AMD's Chinese affiliate was put on the blacklist, like Huawei. So that obviously takes AMD down with it. So that's neither here nor there. We're here to talk about how to enter a conditional order. So let's just say that we want to do the 33. This is the 33 and the 35 call spread. Buy that, sell that. Okay, so right now it's trading 24 cents. But I'm going to put this order and I'm going to say, you know what? I want to put a condition on this because I'm willing to pay 50 cents for this. Okay. Now, of course, I don't want to pay 50 cents now. Why? Because we're trading 29.24, not 31 even. So what you do, just like you would put together, whether you put it together using singles like I did by clicking it, or if you want to do it by putting a vertical together, you can do it that way too. Either way. But you can see I want to buy the 33s and sell the 35s, and I want to pay 50 cents. Okay, so now what you do, see this little gear over here to the right next to best. That gear is going to bring up the advanced order rules. So I do want to buy this, and I'm going to buy 10 of them just arbitrarily. It's a limit order. It's not a market order. It's not a stop. Obviously, you can't put in a stop for something you don't have yet. But it's a limit order. I want to pay 50 cents, and I only want it to be a day order because we said it's not GTC. Now here it comes with the conditions. You come down here to this symbol. It's going to automatically populate whatever you have up there, AMD. The method, you can do it on a bunch of different things. I always use mark, which means that basically what the middle of the market is, which for a stock like AMD is going to be very tight. So I'm going to use that as long as the mark for AMD, and then here's my condition. I want it to be greater than or equal to $31 even. So I will buy these at 50. I'll buy 10 of them for a day order only, as long as AMD is greater than or equal to $31. Save that, and then confirm and send. Now, it should not fill. We'll look at that in a second. Okay? So, here I am in AMD, and it's showing me I'm buying the 33s, I'm selling the 35s, I'm willing to pay 50 cents, but it says right here, it's waiting for the conditions to be met. As opposed to Uber, that Scott has an order in here to sell at $1.30. Right now it's trading for about 85 cents. So if we get back above $31 even, and I can buy this thing at 50 cents, it'll execute the order. And you can go in here and you can say I can replace it. Say, hey, you know what? I will pay 20 cents as long as we are trading. Bring up our thing again. I'll pay 20 cents as long as we are trading 29 and higher. Right now we're trading what, 29.24, 29.25. So I'll pay 20 for this. It's trading about 25 right now. Okay, I'm going to do that, and we'll send that order. So we canceled the one that we had out there before. It put in the new one, and now we see here. So it's working it. I'm 20 bid because we are above 29. So I'm 20 bid until we go below 29 even. Harvey, we've talked about this a million times. NC came out of the short-term options room. There are people in both rooms. Okay, so I'm 20 bid until we go 28.99 or lower. Let me cancel this since we don't want to buy this actually. So I cancel that. That's a conditional order. You could do conditions based on time. We never put those out. We don't say, hey, this is good until noon. Now you might want to do that. Hey, I have to leave at noon and I don't want to leave anything hanging out there, but I would not even worry about that. Okay? Any questions on that? That's the conditional. there's no questions on that, we'll move over to OCO. Well, it's not a stop. No, you wouldn't even enter it. A stop is something that gets you out of a position you're already in. I see, yeah, Harvey, I see you. You're in this room. The signal didn't come out of this room. That's all. Excuse me. Exactly, Dale's in both rooms. What we clicked on to get the box, Merlin, was, let's just say, I'll just bring this up. This will bring up an order ticket. Right over here next to best. If you hover over here, I'm over on the right side towards the bottom of the screen. Best, there's a little gear here, and that'll get you your order rules. Okay. Yeah, well, Tony, I mean, honestly, I usually just do my OCOs manually. And so I learned today how to do it on ThinkOrSwim. So like I said, I believe it was Eric. Is there more than one Eric in here? I believe it was Eric A. that enlightened the room, including me. I learned something today on ThinkOrSwim. See? Now I can go home happy today. I learned something. Okay, so now an OCO, one cancels other. So you basically have two conditions. I have a position on, and if, so let's just say that, let's see, what do we have on over in Apple? Over in the short-term options room, we have the regular July 205, 210 call spread. Or actually, we're going to need to use something that you have open in here to put an OCO out there. Let me go over here. And where are your open positions? Let's look at I don't want to do that. Let's see Tandem. All right, so Tandem, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a closing order. So I did that by right-clicking. You go over to Monitor, you go to Position Statement, right-click, whatever you want to do it, create a closing order. Okay, it's trading for 40 right now. But let's just say that I want to sell this out at $1, or I want to stop myself out if this trades a dime. I'm not saying that we want to do that, it's just, that's the example. And if one of the orders is filled, like if I get stopped out, obviously I don't want to have an order out there to sell it at $1 because I already stopped myself out. And conversely, if it rallies and I want to sell it out, and I do sell it out at $1, I don't want my stop order out there. Correct, Eric? Okay, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to set a stop order. So like I said, if this thing trades a dime, I want to stop myself out. All right, so it's not a limit order. Stop order. So then stop order, and my mark is going to be 10 cents. I'm stopping myself out at 10 cents. Let's just say it's a day order only. Just for, usually you would put this out GTC. Okay, so that's my stop. Then we go to confirm and send. All right, I want to make sure I want to sell these verticals out at a stop of 10 cents. It's trading 40, so I'm not going to get stopped out here, hopefully, because I'm going to have to answer to Scott if it does. Okay, so we send this order. All right, so now we go over to the monitor here, and we see my Tandem. I'm waiting for the stop. It's the mark is 40.9, 41 basically, and it's not going to stop me out until 10. So now I'm saying, okay, but I want to do this OCO. So now I go here, I right click anywhere on this order, cancel and replace. Now it's down here. Now we go to advanced order. We want to go OCO. So now my OCO is, I have a 10 stop, and what I want to do is I want to have a limit order. Wait a second, I want to make sure I'm doing this right. It'll go to the market. This is a limit order. I want to sell it at $1. You'd happily sell it at $1, and that's a day order as well. All right. So now we confirm and send this. We want to sell this out at $1. Yeah, you're right. I didn't right click it. That's what was different. See, I'm learning. Let's get rid of this. Okay, so let's go back to our monitor, and we want to go here to this tandem that I have myself stopping out. I want to cancel and replace. I want to go to OCO, and we right click. I did it once. Create duplicate order, right? That's what I do. I didn't do GTC. There we go. You click duplicate order. That was the one step I forgot. Got to give me a break here. Okay, so we have the stop here, and now I'm going to make this stop a limit, and I want to sell it out at $1. Sell it out at $1. So now I have a stop at 10 cents, and I have a limit at $1. And then we send that, and hopefully I didn't mess that up. And we want to go to the monitor here, and so now we see here, you can see it's an OCO in tandem, because here's your OCO. I want to sell this out for $1 credit, or I want to stop myself out at $0.10. Okay? That's OCO. So if either one of these hits, it'll cancel the other one. So I know that was some steps in there, but that's why I'm recording this. Okay, any questions on that? No, TJ, normally we would do GTC, because most closing orders are GTC. I just left it as a day order. All right, so now I'm gonna cancel both of these. But we see that I am working this is working. We would love to sell it at $1 right now. Why? Because it's trading 43 cents. And I believe another good point, Rick, you can see that these are, that chain, these are linked. So you know that, and you can also see the OCO. And so then I also have a 10-cent stop out there. Okay, so that's what that is. Like I said, let me record this and get this rendered, and I will put it in the room. All right, thank you for that. And I just want to get back there. I know that we want to talk about, I'm going to cancel the whole OCO group. You can get rid of both of them now. And I probably canceled the tandem exit. Let me look what the last thing was. So Scott put that in there already, and revalidated. So we don't have an exit out there in tandem yet, do we? Okay, so we're good. All right. Any questions before I turn off the recorder? Well, if you cancel all, it's going to cancel all of your orders. So if you have 5 orders in them and only one of them is an OCO, it'll cancel all 5. Cool, Gary. I'm glad. See, we all learned something. All right, awesome. I know everybody is concerned about CGC. Really what we have to worry about, we don't have to worry about the call side of this thing, right? All we're going to be doing if and when we buy this back is we're going to be buying back the put spread. Right now it's trading 25 cents. We're shorted from 45. Yes, everybody thank Eric. because I'm sitting here on YouTube looking for this stuff and it was not coming up. And then I saw Eric's thing and I was like, oh, now I get it. Okay, everybody, I'm going to stop this. I'm going to go back to my other office, but I will be in both rooms. All right, thanks, guys.